ladies and gentlemen, to your third, possibly fourth, if you're counting the stream, Reddit Inhouse cast. With me today, I have White Magic.
Hi.
He sucks in intros. And right off the bat, we got a Naga ban. Simple ban. Ban the team fight. Not as good as the first Lich ban, though. So, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's really hard to come back from a Naga ult initiation for a team fight. It gets everyone in position, and that's like really turns the tides of the team fight.
Also,
pun not intended.
Also works as the escape, and especially with the rise of Tide Hunter and the meta, you never know. And then we see the Elder Titan come out. So these two big team fight picks coming out, and the mid coming out, and then the counter team fight with the Lich. So far, we're saying the old school style meta coming out for the Radiant side, and then the new kind of meta coming out for the bans on the Dire side. So we'll
yeah,
see.
I'm a little disappointed. I like watching a good Rubik.
Yeah,
that's really entertaining.
It can be entertaining, especially when people like Naga, Lich, and Elder Titan are in the pool.
5 seconds remaining.
But we'll see where this Radiant team wants to go with their first pick. Probably something along the lines of a Weaver or a Nyx. I have never
Calling him by his Dota 1 name is a bit confusing because there's Nyx Assassin and then Nyx is his Dota 1 name, so...
Well, I'm teaching people the true ways. The true ways of Dota 2. Like, I'm not gonna call him Io, I'm gonna call him Wisp, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And we see the Mirana,
Ooh, a Mirana.
so a cocky
This
first
could possibly
pick.
be their solo mid pick?
Solo mid, off, Mirana can go anywhere, and then we see the Bane coming out,
Pretty much.
probably for some kind of trialing, most definitely. You don't see Bane in many dual lanes. And you're right, this
And
Mirana
Abaddon.
So, they're definitely
Even,
gonna go...
despite the recent nerfs to Abaddon, they still pick Abaddon, which I find a bit surprising.
Yeah, even with the nerfs to him all around, he still gets picked up, and it's really nice. Because that's
yeah, I
gonna be
haven't seen an Abaddon play in a while, especially since the update. I saw him all the time before the update. He was really getting popular, and especially in house games like this, but
5 seconds remaining.
since the patch, I haven't seen one.
Okay, so we're seeing
And we have a Veno.
we're seeing possible dual lanes coming out from this Radiant side because of the slow
Veno.
that the Venomancer has, and the slow countering the Abaddon slow sesh sleeting up, and we can see a potential aggressive tri-lane versus safe tri-lane here with the Mirana being picked up as a good aggressive tri-lane pick.
Yeah, Venomancer is really going to be scary in this game. His plague wards, they did a buff to them where 50% of poison sting, like the levels that you have in that, will be dealt by your plague wards. So that makes them like a viable option for even just hero damage, in addition to the pushing that they were pretty much intended for. Venomous Gale is good for those early ganks to catch people out. And that Poison Nova, with its recent buff to where it'll actually be able to kill people, will really make a difference in these team fights.
And
we see the ban of Outworld and Jakiro come out.
And something that surprised me here is that the Outworld was not picked up over something like the Mirana, because the Outworld is that easy win for the middle lane. And then we see the Jakiro ban coming out for the Dire team because of the massive amounts of team fight it has. I've seen it picked up, and it never seems to work out well. I'm not the biggest fan of the hero, but you cannot beat the massive amount of AoE it has on squishy heroes such as Crystal Maiden. And the Clockwork coming out as a viable threat for a team that doesn't have much to counter it, because you can't really counter it unless you just don't have a skilled Clockwork. So
actually, Clockwork would have been okay because I have a Mirana who can leap out of it.
yeah,
I mean, unless, I don't know what they're planning on picking after this.
You've got a point there, and you don't really want... I mean, the Mirana can leap out of it, but there's still 3 picks, so I mean, you just don't go for the Mirana or something.
Yeah.
And what we need here for the Dire team is either your mid, your offlane, or that tri-lane carry, probably, unless they're gonna do something crazy pubbish. So we'll see where they go with this. Weaver's still in the pool. They're bidding out the Meepo. Maybe that's a respect band for somebody to know. And the Ogre Magi coming out with the Aghanims multicast possible, very possible, but fun Ogre Magi carry. I've seen Purge do it. And the Puck
And we
coming
have a
out.
Puck. I'm guessing he's going to be our solo mid, which would probably put Mirana in the off lane.
Probably putting the Mirana in the off lane. We're still looking for the second support for the Dire, or for the Radiant side, because they have the Venomancer, unless they want to do something crazy with that Venomancer. Let's talk about this Ogre Magi pick, though, because where is that going to go in terms of your lanes? Unless that is
10
an
seconds remaining.
Abaddon
He's-
carry with an Ogre Magi possible in that trial lane because of his stun and his slow. This is...
I don't think Abaddon's going to be their main carry. Yeah, Weaver, there we go. I
But
was
see-
thinking someone like him might
See,
pop up,
Weaver...
but Abaddon will probably be a semi carry, if
Weaver-
not a full-on support.
Weaver could also go in aggressive trialing, so maybe they want to go aggressive trialing on aggressive trialing, which would just make two solo laners. But interesting to see, because they have these three supports here, all that are really good in the trialing, because it could be an Abaddon semi-carry type-like thing. They're just going to want to pick up a third thing, like Queen of Pain is still in the pool, stuff like that. But
Yeah, they definitely need a mid hero because none of these are particularly viable mid options. Because I'm guessing the Weaver will probably go into the safe lane.
the
Oh,
Weaver...
and we have the CM pickup.
CM gonna get
for-
destroyed a bit by the amount of damage coming out from Weaver and Abaddon's. What just happened? Oh, Pugna being banned. I don't really see that though. I don't understand
Yeah,
what...
me either. They don't really have a lot of mana intensive moves.
I can
on their
possibly...
team. I mean, I guess Bane to some extent, but
I
not
could
really.
possibly sing... I don't know where that is coming from, besides the fact that maybe they want to ban some kind of push. Maybe they are seeing some kind of early push that we are not seeing. And you see them ban this trailing carry type
Faceless
thing.
Void? They banned a Faceless Void. That's kind of a waste of a ban because they already have their hard carry Weaver.
Well, you never know.
So- Sniper.
Radiant team pick.
Just when you had hoped that you were
Uh-huh.
casting a great game, they picked Sniper.
Yeah.
Maybe they
Not
have
too
some kind of
sure
new
about that one
meta.
there.
Possible dual lanes now that I'm thinking. Maybe they want to put that in the mid to get fed by the Puck. And we see the Alchemist coming out.
Yeah.
So here we have the Dire team coming out with this unconventional crap. And then we see the Radiant team coming out with great team composition that could completely and totally destroy them. We'll see where they go with this.
I'm putting my money on the Radiant side.
I am too, but you never know.
Yeah, I mean, another thing too is, really besides Abaddon, they have no tank on the Dire side.
I'm gonna start up with our lineups as we see the Captain, Bamboo, Fire, Courier. I'll take the Dire lineups. We have Chakalaba Boom on the Ogre Magi. We have Abaddon playing.
Oh dear.
Yeps on the Abaddon.
The
Lady, hold on one second. Lady Snorlax on the Bane. Dreams mid on the Weaver. Bob on the Sniper, and we see the Ogre Magi, and a lot of pinging going on right here. We see Mirana going towards the middle lane. Baloo is on the Mirana. We see Mizzo on Fire on the Puck. Fotail 18 on the Crystal Maiden. I know who I'm on the Venomancer, and Tree on the
30
Alchemist.
seconds to
This
go.
Mirana, interesting position here.
this sniper over here, he picked up a Wraith Band and 4 Tangos, or 4 Tangos is default.
Greedy
Picked up
build
a
from
Band
this
and some
sniper.
Tangos.
We'll see what he wants to do. We'll see
Yeah.
what he picks up first, whether he wants to go with his headshot to get this early stun. But we see the Bane.
Not.
Interesting positions here from the Bane. And notice how this game is a best of 3.
Oh wow.
The
Sam, I
battle
think we're
begins.
actually casting an actual match.
Oh,
Possible.
this is good.
Yeah, it is good. And we see the Mirana placing down her wards for this tri-lane. So we have the Alchemist, Venomancer, Crystal Maiden tri-lane. Definitely gonna get this Alchemist some farm and have the Venomancer, who picked up Gale first, and he'll probably get those words up.
I-
So, Sam,
I find it interesting how the Mirana got her boots first up here. You don't see that every day. She does have plenty of regen though, which is surprising.
not much.
Because
Okay, so they went with the dual lanes for the Dire team, and we're gonna have to focus on the build of this Ogre Magi, because this guy can go anyway. And this Mirana, I can just see her getting her way up on this lane, and the Abaddon and this Arping... Yeah, okay,
They're
the
not
Abaddon and
pulling
this
or anything
Weaver
in the
just
tri-lane.
not getting their way. Remember, Sam, remember what, if you see something, just call it out. 'Cause let's focus on these last
Yeah,
hits. We see
I noticed
Alchemist.
here.
We see Alchemist
Um,
already at 6-0 on these last hits, already taking a clear advantage over the whatever this is for the Dire team. And we see a double damager in the bottom lane. Nobody looking to pick it up though.
Well, very early on, we have our middle lane Puck leading in CS 8-1,
Yes.
and Sniper, he's getting out CS, but he's doing decently.
Yeah.
Have Abaddon at the bottom of the pack, but he's there with the hard carry Weaver, who
Yeah.
is 3-0.
This Abaddon may not be go- I don't expect the Abaddon to go carry build now that the Weaver and him are in a dual lane. I expect this Ogre Magi
Yeah,
to
me
possibly
either.
go in a carry lane with the amount of speed that he's getting over this Bane. You notice the Bane only has one last hit and 2 denies, while this Weaver is going with 8 last hits. And we see a arrow coming out for this Mirana, and they put the Nightmare on her, but they don't seem to want to follow up on that.
Well, I noticed that Mirana was actually taking very heavy tower damage from that, and or not Mirana, Bane was taking very heavy tower damage from that. So I don't think they had any creeps to back them up, and they couldn't exactly follow through.
Oh, and another arrow coming out. And not gonna follow through on either one of those.
That's a first blood.
Oh, and
Oh.
we see the sniper
Oh, that was close.
barely surviving as I miss first blood once again. This Puck. So the sniper taking an surprising lead over the better mid, probably, Puck. So we see him, now he's taking advantage of the CS, he's at 15-3, not choosing to deny creeps.
16.
And this is very interesting, because he is rivaling the Alchemist in farm. And
Yeah, he
Sniper,
certainly is, and we see the phase pick up on Sniper, which is a little bit unconventional. You typically think of a Sniper going with a more of an attack speed build from Treads or something for that bonus attack speed. But no, he's going with phase boots.
I'm gonna be...
Which positioning is not exactly important on him with his high end of range, and that's one of the many things phase boots are used for.
And let's take a moment here to look at the levels of all the heroes. So we have Mirana in this offlane, noticing how she is already at level 5. So they're gonna have this Mirana, if she chooses to get at level 6, you never know, to get it at level 5, or at level 6, they'll have a great escape early on. Then we see the Crystal Maiden at level 3 and the Venomancer at level 3, sticking up there, and then the Dire supports falling behind.
Oh, something's going on here at the rune area.
We'll see if
Trading hits here.
how many headshots he'll get. And the Gale comes out, but the Gale
Oh.
misses. He is silenced.
Oh,
Will the Puck get away?
and
The
there
Puck gets
goes
away with a
Sniper.
beautiful thing, but Sniper's gonna try and chase with his illusions. I don't think he's gonna have enough damage or get there in time.
Yeah, his illusions. I do not think they have the damage output in order to do that.
Weaver might be in a bit of trouble here. She has one Sakuchi, but it will be enough to get away from this Crystal Maiden. The Crystal Maiden throws out the slow, but it's not enough. And the Abaddon will just do that. Oh, and they throw out the Gale. So if they can get a couple hits off here, the Abaddon might die, but he's choosing to be really unselfish and put the Weaver under the care of his Aphotic Shield.
Yeah, we see a Mistlety in middle lane. Puck able to juke that one. What I finished him off with his low health. Top lane, not much action, just Mirana getting some much needed farm, and the two supports backing off.
Okay.
So yeah, Bane TPing to the middle lane.
And we see a Venomancer hiding under the smoke, but he knows the smoke comes out. He's facing 2 heroes right now. What is he thinking? He does not have his ult. He has 2 levels into Veno wards though. As I walk over here to take things, and he's just gonna take it out. Stupid plays by him. Understanding that his smoke comes out, he probably shouldn't have chased there.
Alright, well, we got a 2-1 lead with the Dire team. We have a Hand of Midas on Alchemist, which he was just taking advantage of. And if you take a look at the gold graph, it looks like Radiant is up by 275-ish.
Yeah, really even here.
300.
250 gold is not that much for either team. Just about
It
5,
really isn't. That's
5 last hits, which means we're going to be in for a ride here. We're going to see a bit of a late match, and right now I'm choosing this Dire or Radiant side for the late game. We see a Mirana ult coming out. Maybe she wants to do something with this arrow. She thinks about it, but she looks like she's just going to back off as the ult runs out.
Dire's middle tower.
3 heroes in this bottom lane, and yes, they're looking to do something in this bottom lane as this Bane picks up a smoke here. The Weaver getting harassed by this Crystal Maiden, the Aphotic Shield under him. Will he choose a Jose? He has no mana for anything. And let's look at this rotation for the puck in the middle lane. You keep looking down there, I'll keep up here, just to make sure nothing goes on. And it doesn't look like anything's going to happen as this Ogre Magi just ducks into the trees. We'll see if the puck gonna guess. And the puck guesses, and he guesses right. He silences. Will he put down the Dream Coil? He puts down the Dream Coil. And one more hit. But the Ogre Magi stupidly runs away from it. And we see the puck not choosing to do that. She regens up, but she's gonna go ahead and die. So, bit of poor play from the puck, not trying to get away from this assassination. Maybe she should have saved her phase shift a while to dodge that sniper ult, but she chooses not to. Sniper gets hit by an arrow.
Sniper
Mirana
just
moving
right
in,
into that.
getting the Starstorm down. She has a leap if she wants to use it.
Oh,
She
no,
already
doesn't want to do any more on that. Wisely backs off as the Abaddon comes in to aid the sniper.
We see Alchemist picking up these power treads. He's gonna start farming really fast as he got 3 levels into Grievous Greed and 1 into Unstable.
Venomancer is he stacking the easy camp? No, he's not. He's throughout his Gale. Looks like it missed.
And he walks right into it, and Sniper gonna go down here unless this Aphotic Shield can save him. And the Aphotic Shield does save him as they pick up the kill on the Venomancer.
Oh man.
And they're not gonna chase this puck. They're gonna choose to just leave it around as she uses her bottle charges. We've rotating.
See, I think the Dire definitely has the early game and maybe even the mid game, but
watch this Ogre Magi. Is this Ogre Magi gonna leave her alone? And Ogre Magi will guess right as the arrow just narrowly misses and the puck just gets away. A nasty turn of events for the Radiant team, and then just an immediate turnaround as they use their ult, but they're gonna show them that they use their ult. I don't understand this. They get the Gale on him. 2-man Dream Coil coming out.
Dream Coil
with the Starstorm. 2 into the Dream Coil. Abaddon getting the deny with the
nice deny.
Nice deny
and
from the
arrow
Abaddon.
Lands on Ogre Magi, and Ogre Magi stumbling down.
That is how you use your abilities to the best advantage.
That was very well played by the Radiant side. They tied it right back up 4-4. They now have a gold advantage of 1,000, so 1,500 actually. It just clicked up. Refreshed, I guess.
Yeah. And look at this amazing push coming out from the Radiant team right now. This is where the Radiant team is just gonna get unstoppable. They've got the push from the Alchemist, if he wants to split push with the Shadow Blade. Anything Crystal Maiden wants to throw down. And then they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as an arrow narrowly misses Veno wards down that just are just gonna aggro the tower and take it down. They're not even gonna try to deny.
I don't know what Alchemist is trying to build here. He has a lot of gold, nothing in his inventory that's actually builds towards something.
Dire's middle tower.
Maybe he wants to go for a double Hand of Midas. Just kidding. He's probably trying to work through something towards the Battle Fury, but I'm not sure what exactly he wants to do.
He is leading the way in CS by far, 62 and 2. Second place is Sniper with 34 and 5. So
Yes,
he's destroying in CS right now.
the Radiant, both teams are pretty equal, but the
Oh, looks
Alchemist
like there's the
definitely running
Alchemist
ahead,
on charging,
and they're gonna get
Crystal
this
Maiden
kill.
coming up.
Alchemist
They
not choosing to
yep.
use his ult, and Bane denying
man.
himself a
Oh.
perfectly well placed deny.
Oh.
Great timing.
That was beautiful.
And we see the Abaddon attacking this puck in the middle lane, or in the top lane. And this puck dream coiling both.
Oh.
Great arrow from the Mirana. But Puck Puck dies. I expected Puck to phase shift through the sniper ult, but he must have not had time to right. It is kind of hard to time if you do not look up there.
If you notice,
and we see
Puck
the
was
Alchemist
actually killed by a neutral, which just denied all of his gold. And I'm pretty sure it denies XP as well.
Oh! How did the neutral kill him? We'll have to go back and look at that.
Actually, it's the range creeps that came up through here and were able to pick off the Puck. So yeah,
Well,
that was a little fortunate turn of events for the Dire side. It's never good to lose a hero, but if you're going to, it's good if they get their golden XP denied.
and we see
So
movement
going down the bottom
in,
lane here.
in the bottom lane. We see the
We have
Venomancer
a-
ult being laid out. We see the stun coming out from the Alchemist, and the Alchemist is gonna get stunned up, but he comes out of it, and I don't understand why he didn't stay in the Nightmare when he could have just waited for the Mirana ult to come out. Instead, he uses his ult, and you see this Weaver going immediately back to farming as he's farming up what seems to be a Midas now for both teams. One on the Dire side for the Weaver, and one on the Radiant side for this
Dire's middle
Alchemist.
tower is under
I find it
attack.
interesting how the Weaver actually has Emitus before treads here
Dire's
or
middle
anything
tower
really.
is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, he's confident that his team can hold out long enough for him to get his farm up, and we see him picking up the treads finally here in a teleport.
Dire's top tower
Teleporting
is
bottom
under
lane to
attack.
stop this Mirana. Possibly try and go for a kill, but I don't think so.
20.
We see an arrow coming out, and it
Dire's
narrowly
tower
misses
is
him.
under attack.
See what this Mirana does, you know. So, both teams minding their time. We see this Mirana hiding in the trees here. And, okay, let's see what this... Let's see what they're gonna do here. Alchemist getting stunned up, and we see that the Mirana is on a killing spree now. I'm gonna watch what's going on in the bottom lane as a 3-man Dream Coil comes out. How are they not advantage on this? Bob just sitting there. And nothing coming of it on the top lane. So the Dire team is moving with a smoke gank, and Venomancer ult comes out, and Alchemist getting the final kill. Mirana ult coming out. Maybe they want to push a little more. Maybe they want to follow him. Never know. Yeah, bit of a boring moment. We're 14 minutes in the match, and looks like our co-caster has to sign off here. Something has popped up. See you tomorrow. And it looks like he's already gone. So, co-caster signing off now. So I'll be solo casting. That was White Magic. Something unexpected turned up, and we see the Alchemist going on with his Ogre Magi.
That's 4 in a row.
And we see the Bane. Fiend's gripping the sniper, but, or not the sniper, the Venomancer, but then getting stunned. And we see Alchemist staying out of the fight for now. And the Abaddon ult gets popped up, so he just tries to tank up as much as he can. But we see this Mirana knocking on the door of the Dire side. So we'll see what they want to do about that. Venomancer. Just gonna walk it out all the way back to spawn. And this Alchemist choosing not to go with this Battle Fury build that I really like. And he's just gonna go with a Shadow Blade build. We'll see how he goes from here. This is pretty normal stuff. We see a one-man Dream Clone coming out. They're gonna want to catch this Alchemist. Alchemist saving his son. He's going for the Bane, so he's gonna get these couple hits on Bane, and the Bane wands through it, then is slowed. He's not gonna have enough speed as he smokes for some reason, and then he's gonna go down. The puck picks off him. We'll see what the puck tries to do in terms of... And an amazing arrow coming out for this Mirana. Just great play from both teams right there with the puck picking off him and now the Mirana. See what they want to reinitiate. They have the Starfall if they want it. And the Blink Dagger Sniper is now in the trees. And he's going to try to assassinate, but not nearly enough damage for this Mirana.
Double damage.
We'll see what this Venomancer does. He can lay some Venomancer wards, or Plague wards down if he wants to stop them, but I don't think he does. I think he wants to bait in for this Crystal Maiden to come out.
Cursed antidote.
And the Crystal Maiden definitely going to pick him up, and he gets killed by the neutrals, and he knew it was coming too. He's taunting them in the chat with it even. And we see a 17-minute match here where the teams, the Radiant team coming out at 40,000 and 5,000 gold, and we just have to see what this sniper wants to do, because the Ring of Aquila and Blink Dagger doesn't seem to be working for him right now, as he's at 5 and 3, but I mean, you can't waste 2,000 gold like that. And puck coming out, getting the kill in the middle lane. This game is getting out of hand really quickly if they can't ring it back in for this Dire team.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And arrow going straight through the other team. This Weaver not getting enough farm. I don't know why this Midas was necessary. We see the Alchemist getting the Midas, and the Alchemist is making use of it as they fortify the Dire structures, but it's only going to have more Plague Wards come out. And they will not stop coming out. Every 4 seconds there'll be a new one. And the sniper will shoot him down, but... And we see another arrow from this Mirana come out, and another one miss, as Venomancer looks like he took the assassination. And we see the Abaddon ult coming out, the Fiend's Grip being used on the Mirana, and they immediately cancel because he realized he was overextended, the multicast coming out on the Mirana, and then we see them all being chased out as they are under the cover of the ult. And then we see him getting caught out, arrow hitting him, but Mirana's being assassinated. What will she do? She's gonna get down to 40 health and back out. Puck using his wand to back out. Will he use his regen room? No, he'll die to the Weaver, the only death in this fight so far. We see the Alchemist coming in, using the cover of his Shadow Blade. He's gonna want to stun up this guy, and then just put a couple hits on him with the little damage he has. And he'll try to deny himself with the neutrals. He'll just put down the acid spray. And will it be enough though? He's got 5 health. Will he get away? Puck getting owned by Abaddon. And he escaped.
Radiant's bottom tower is
309 gold coming out. And Sniper, why can't I click on you? Sniper wanting to get away right now from the Mist Arrow Starfall. And that is Wicked Sick from the Mirana. So we see a lot of deaths coming out. You can't really tell because they were all gone. I think Mirana died at one point. Puck may have died. But at the end, 4 deaths coming out. And we see the Radiant side definitely coming out on the Titan Fate. Now at 10,000 plus gold earned. But could all of that definitely just be on this Alchemist, saving up 3,800 gold. And just destroying them right now. Probably going to pick up some kind of Sacred Relic right now. Possibly some kind of heart. I'm sorry as my voice goes out. Can't do anything about it, guys. And
Dire's
Abaddon with
middle
a
tower
perfect
has
deny
been
against
denied.
5 Plague Wards and 4 heroes. Possible 5. We'll see if they want to back out and do this Roshan. An arrow flies out, connects with the Weaver, but there is no room for a follow-up. Probably just looking for some harass. And the Mirana ult coming out, they have no idea she is there. Looks like the entire team's gonna come over the cover. Perfect silence. 4-man Dream Coil. 4-man that. 4-man everything. And will everybody go down? No. Looks like the Puck's gonna come out. Puck's gonna die. But then the Diffusal Blade coming out for this Mirana. She's gonna get catapulted. Bacardi can't do enough. Crystal Maiden taking a triple kill now. And will they pick up this Ogre Magi? They got the slows coming up. Now it's double slows. Mirana misses, but they're just gonna have right click from her. And now the Crystal Maiden dying, the Puck dying, and 4 heroes from the Dire side. So the trade's not coming out even. Calling the GG for the Dire side.
Dire's middle tower is under
See if it
attack.
goes through, but it definitely was a good match. Everyone's disconnecting, and we'll see where we go from here.
Dire's
yeah,
middle tower is under attack.
I'm just making sure this is not a best of 3. Never know sometimes. And looks like everyone's just gonna go ahead and disconnect, so I think that's it for this cast. So thank you to our co-caster. I will not link his channel to the chat because currently he does not have one, but you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll cast another one. You never know. This is me. Signing off. Lapidus.